Now, it's kind of tricky to know what to say about this, because I do believe that Sarah Palin has the right to believe these things, and I think that she should not be subjected to a religious test for public office, for the vice presidency. That is, Sarah Palin should not be rejected just because she has been a member of an Assemblies of God church that teaches children that non-Christians deserve to be burned because they're worthless, deserve torture. But see, here's the thing. This is relevant to the election because Sarah Palin has said that she will apply her religious beliefs to her job in government. She said that about her work as the governor of Alaska, and she has talked about the plan God has for America in relation to her vice presidential run as well. She's referred to God's plan as guiding international events, like the war in Iraq. And her church talks about Israel. In there being a special plan for Israel to be triumphant. So it's really also interesting that in that interview with Charlie Gibson, she refused to say anything about a foreign policy toward Israel other than that America must not second-guess Israel. She said that 3 or 4 times, and that's all she would say. When a foreign policy comes from a church like the Assemblies of God, so directly like that, that's when religion does become relevant. Because in evaluating Sarah Palin's religion, we're evaluating her public policies. It is impossible to evaluate Sarah Palin's public policies without evaluating her religion. As the new Republican Party platform states, politicians are now to have the right to impose their religious will through public policy. And how will this be imposed? Well, given that Sarah Palin comes from a religious background that believes that non-Christians and homosexuals are like murderers morally and deserve to be thrown into a lake of eternal torment, burned forever, tortured, while Jesus watches on approvingly. It's no surprise that Sarah Palin is willing to support policies to deny homosexual Americans their equal rights in society. And it also should be no surprise that Sarah Palin is supporting efforts to impose her religious views on non-Christians, trying to censor books in a library when those books don't agree with her religious point of view, trying to get creationism, Christian creationism, taught in public schools. Sarah Palin is coming into this election now after we've had 8 years of George W. Bush, a president who believes that he was chosen by God to lead the United States, a president who announced that, quote, God speaks through me, unquote. If we don't want to repeat the disasters of the last 8 years, we need to make sure that we don't have another president who repeats the arrogant presumption that he or she speaks for God and knows a predetermined plan ordered by the creator of the universe for the United States of America. Please get involved. Don't let the plan of Sarah Palin's God become the policy of the President of the United States.